who feel that everybody could, if pressured enough, become and have a psychotic episode like this. And there are others who feel that only those who have a tendency to easy disorganization of the brain by their metabolism, that only they can get the psychotic trips. Because certainly when we analyze the underlying strife or conflicts that go on in a schizophrenic when they have recovered enough, that we find not too different a set of circumstances than what we find in the neurotic.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
To save the patient from what would otherwise be a severe neurotic dilemma. The patient that you saw me walking with demonstrates on the 8th day after admission the continuing presence of a catatonic panic.
All right, happy Wednesday night. Here we are back with Jordan from Redefind. How you doing, brother?
Doing well. How are y'all doing?
Fucking
great.
fantastic.
Very good. Very good.
I already love y'all setup already, man. Like the whole intro and everything. That's cool.
Thank you.
A lot of podcasts don't do that, man. That's cool.
I don't.
We're not like other podcasts.
Let's go.
No, we're not.
We try not to be.
Right.
So you guys are like busy as fuck. Like I think for the last like 2 years, I can't even go into a damn group without seeing something of Redefined.
Good.
Every 10
Good.
times.
Because I feel like I don't see it enough sometimes, man. Like you say we're busy, but like I feel so unbusy this year. Like because we're just like releasing this album finally, and we didn't even release the album this year. It's next year technically because it's 2026.
Yeah.
And so I've just felt like we've done absolutely nothing. I feel like we've lost so many people just like because you have to be in this day and age, you have to be every day constantly on your shit all the time. Like you have to post daily something, you know? And like Dustin does a great job. He's our drummer. He does a great job at posting and all that. That's actually who y'all been talking to through Messenger and stuff like that. And he hit me up and was like, yo, we got to do this thing. And I was like, he knows that I'm all about this kind of stuff. And but it's been with, like I was talking about, with this day and age, you got to be so constant on everything that it feels like we've done absolutely nothing. Because like we've played, God, maybe 20 shows this year, maybe.
Wow.
And I'm used to doing like way more than that, you know, like a good bit, like not a whole lot, but still more than 20.
I know a lot of you know, I've spoken to a lot of bands, and you know, they're kind of like getting a little bit aggravated because they're like, well, we don't want to do social media, but we always have to do social media, and it's really overwhelming because at this point, you know, it should be a full-time job just doing social media, because it's true, it's an age of social media, and if you're not posting, you can become irrelevant like quick.
It's
like,
you got to hire somebody almost, man. Like I said, luckily we got Dustin, because if it was just like me and the Drews, we'd be forgotten. We'd be forgotten until we release an album, because like we're not good. Like I'm good at my personal page because like I had this like weird little following before Redefined and through vaping and stuff like that back when it was like real big, like back when people actually put batteries in mech mods and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah, like tube mods and stuff. Like we were in it heavy.
You mod, bro.
Yeah. Tube mod, bro. Mech mod, bro. What are you doing? You on a regulated, bro? Yeah, it used to be like that, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. But we were like, I had this little following and stuff like that, and we came into this, but the social, like I said, so that's why I'm good about my social media, but I'm so bad about like doing like I try to share our stuff as much as possible, but like not everybody that came from the whole vape thing and other stuff through life, like high school friends and stuff, they don't really care. Like they're like, okay, I like this guy when he was doing this, but this new metalcore, whatever you call it, thing that I'm not a fan, but they still support, like they still show up and show love. Like, so I can't, I love it 100%.
All right. See, I think I found out about you guys, maybe it was a couple of years ago. I can't remember the actual timeline, but I actually found out about you guys through Mindy Jackson of Dying Oath.
Let's go. I love Mindy. I love Dying Oath.
We love Mindy. I met Mindy and Dying Oath like, god damn, was it fucking like 8 years ago at Metal Mountains?
Yeah.
And I've known them for a long time.
Phenomenal people.
Yeah, they are. And she's been on the show, a couple of times. And I've interviewed Dying Oath several times over my career. And, so I kind of pay attention because she posts a lot on bands.
Oh, yeah.
And I seen her post something about you guys one day, and I've been following you ever since. And I was like,
dope. That's super cool.
So for those of you that are watching that may not know your band, kind of go into like how long you guys have been around and that whole little backstory.
For sure. Redefined has actually been a band for like 10 years, probably longer than that. I know that the drummer Dustin and one of the Drews, the bassist, have been playing together for probably going on 15 years.
Oh shit.
And so little Drew came into the band 7 years ago. No. 9 years ago now, maybe 10. He's been in it for a hot minute. And I came in 6 years ago. And this has been one of my favorite projects I've ever done, I think. Like, just because we started out new metal because like when I came into the band, they had a full album completely written. The vocals were already done, and it was another vocalist, and they scrapped all of that. They scrapped all the vocals and just had the music like ready to go because he left. So I mean, why have that, put it out? That's what I felt. And so I came in with like the name of the album was Let's Party. And it's just funny because I'm just not I used to be a party person. I used to get down real hardcore, maybe too much, but I'm like 38 now. So, well, back then I was 32, but it was still, that was my early 20s, late 20s, early teens. But so I came in like, that was the only song I really had to have a song like Let's Party. And so we wrote that, and like that was kind of like that, but like the rest of it, everything else has just been like I've never had any restraints put on me or nothing with these guys. Like it's been, they would tell me straight up if they didn't like something or changing it and stuff like that. And so it was weird. I really wish that I still had the version with the vocals on it of what they were, because that's my boy Brandon. I love him to death. He's in a group now called Flatline Squad. Great dudes. Him and Bobby. But my dogs are about to fight. You're gonna hear that. They love going crazy. And but I came in, they had vocals and everything. We've done this for 6 years. We toured with like Head PE, El Nino, Texas Hippie Coalition, Dropout Kings, like just to name drop some people and stuff. Like doesn't make us any bigger for that by any means. Like I don't want people to watch and think that me saying that, makes us any kind of big deal, because like 3 of those tours we paid to be on, I mean, so like I try to be as real as possible. That's one thing that I will call myself on my own bullshit. I don't want anybody to think that I'm, and I think that's one thing that we've done with music is like because that's all the guys, like we are very, like we know what we are, like we don't try to blow it up, make us look big, because a lot of social media, a lot of people make themselves look way bigger than they are. So when people are like, oh, you guys are doing this, and I'm like, hold up now. I was like, you know, we like don't get it.
Fake it till you make it to a whole new level.
Exactly. Everything on me is fake except for in my mouth because I didn't want to have fake gold in my mouth. But like, fake it till you make it for real. It's that's how it is, man.
Yeah, you kind of have to be that way. I mean, I see the smoke and mirror stuff all the time, and a lot of bands try to use smoke and mirrors,
like the paid advertisement stuff, or like the paid likes and
follows.
Woo! No, that like every bit of 19,000 that we have, I believe, on Facebook is 100% organic. Let's see. I want to say there's a post that's going to come up here soon because I've been in the band 6 years. I want to say when I joined the band, there was like, oh man, 8,000-9,000 likes on that page. So like since we've been touring and like we hit it hard, you know, 6 years, we've gone up 10,000 on that. And so like that's dope to like see that. Like it makes me feel almost like I had something to do with it because I came in so late to the band and they had already had 2 vocalists before this and stuff like that, you know? And that's true. Organic growth is the only way for 100%. Yeah,
it'll keep you going.
You can see it when you go to YouTube and you see somebody with 100,000 views and 12 comments. There's something wrong. There's something wrong.
I say that all the time. Like so many people are like, oh, you know, you can go do this paid, that paid, that paid, that paid. I'm like, yeah, but it's not legit. Like it's not real. Yes, organic growth is hard. And
100%.
It takes a whole lot of time. But you know that every person that comes there organically is going to engage with you on your social media platforms. They're the ones that are going to buy your t-shirts and buy your concert tickets and buy your albums when they come out. All those damn likes that you just got from overseas, none of them are going to go to your page again. They're not going to buy your shit. They're not going to engage with your posts.
No, organic growth and like being original on top of that. Like we dip into a lot of this on the new album. Like I hate because the guys like give me all these like tunes to play to sing to, and then I just write my feelings and thoughts over them. And I'm like, are you guys on the same page with me? Because I just kind of took this, but like a lot of it has to do with how it is nowadays with that kind of stuff. Like because we got a song called Copycat dropping sometime in the future, and it's about how you go on these social media things and like people, your page blew up, but you did it copying this person or copying this trend or this and that, and it's just like, and don't get me wrong, we're 100%. Dustin will take a video and clip it with another video in a second if it's hot and trending, but you got to do that, and it drives me insane to see the same like sound used 1,000 times by people just trying to get, and everybody you see it just trying to reach that little peak of I guess endorphins. It sends them off because our brains are weird like that. It's like, I need these likes, I need these
trying
follows.
to please the algorithm gods.
Yes, you must please them. That is the only god that matters now, apparently, is the algorithm one. If you are against it, you are getting no views.
I hate algorithms.
121, you know, tops.
All right, Meg, you're up.
All right. So who would you say are the biggest musical influences for you personally?
Man, there's too many. What's really weird is I give this answer and you're like, I don't think people believe some of them. The earliest person that I remember wanting to be in this musical thing and stuff like that, Michael Jackson. 1,000,000,000% like I don't care about his allegations and stuff like that, you know, like his music and who he was at his time when I was a kid, like that was unbeatable. I wanted to be that, man. I remember like praying to meet him one time, like more than one time. I say one time, like it was weird. I was a fan. But like when it comes to like the style of music of this band, we draw heavy influence from so many, like anything from the 90s to the early 2000s, like from Stone Temple Pilots to Bring Me the Horizon. Like, and when I say Bring Me the Horizon, I mean their newer stuff because I love it so much more than what they started out as. And I know that's usually different opinion on most people because they like the heavier stuff they started with.
Right.
But I love the poppy stuff they do now. It's so good to me.
Be honest, I only liked one song from when they were heavier, which I think is Diamonds Aren't Forever. And that was the only fucking song that I liked of theirs. And I'm like you, I prefer the newer stuff.
It's so good. It's so good.
I mean, I was shocked they blew up because like a lot of bands, they're scared to fuck with their sound, and especially that big of a change when they're already signed and they were already a big thing. Like that's ballsy. That's fucking ballsy.
That's one thing I love about this project with Redefind. I say project. This is my life. When I put it on my knuckles, I love it so much. You know, like I'm gonna die with this. Like it's like this has been, and like it's because we don't have boundaries when this dude wrote a recent review about us, and I have been thinking about it for days, and because he's just like, we don't like, he's like, this band does not stick to a lane. They don't stay in their lane. They go everywhere. And like, we have the freedom to do that. And like, I think about this dream that I have, like being such an older person and stuff. And like, my dream when I was younger was to be big and in the lights and famous and stuff. And like, don't get me wrong, I love that. But like, I don't see this ever really substantially taking care of like my family. I'm gonna have a day job till I die probably and stuff, you know, and it's just realistic, but like it's given me, it's just been the best experience overall whatsoever with a band because we can do whatever we want. Like there's been little to no beef whatsoever or drama between us. Like none of us really get down, like, because I know a lot of bands like to do drugs and drink and stuff, and that can create problems. I'm not saying that always is a problem. You know, there's egos and stuff like that, but we don't have the egos. We don't have the drugs or drinking and stuff like that. Like, I mean, we might have a couple, you know, drinks at a show or something. Sure, might cut loose every now and then, but like, it's just so easy. I don't know why, but like, I've never been like, I say that, but I loved my old band too. But this has been the breath of fresh air. Like it's just easy all the time.
That's kind of, I mean, really, that's kind of the way you want it, because if being in a band feels like you're going to your 9-to-5 job every day, it's not going to last.
There's days of that for sure. Yeah.
Days, but
it's not. It's very few and far between.
I mean, if it's seamless and you still enjoy going to play and you enjoy everybody in the band and you're not sitting there stressing out over it every day and getting to the point where it's like, God damn, I don't even want to go to practice. I'd rather sit here and play video games. And
yeah, exactly. Arc Raiders has got me hooked, by the way, right now. I'm addicted to it.
Exactly.
It's hard to get off of that.
That's the point that you want it. So, you know, you're very lucky in that sense that you still have it like that all these years that you've been in the band.
Yeah, we've got this EP release coming up, and like this place that we're playing at, it's the radio room, and like it used to hold like 250, maybe 300, and now it's like 500 because they moved and stuff. But it's like our home, you know. And so like I know Dustin, he's gonna kill me for talking about this live. He's stressing so hard about the people that show up, and I was like, I don't care if it's 25 people, man. Like, we're gonna give them a show. We're gonna do this. You know, we are. Like, you're gonna feed that. You're gonna feel it. Like, it's we've played. Man, I remember. I'll never forget this. This place is closed down. I can talk as much shit as I want. Drunk Horse Pub in North Carolina. We got invited to a show out there, and there was 5 people that were regulars at the bar sitting around, and that was it. The rest were all bands, and no one could care less that we were there, and we still did it. You know, I'm gonna give you that same show. Like, right. It's fun. I love it, and maybe somebody at the bar would have loved it. You know, maybe they didn't.
You got a new fan.
Yeah. And plus, you never know who's there.
You don't
never know who you're playing for. It doesn't matter if it's 5 people or 500. You don't know who's in that fucking crowd.
You have no clue. Like that could be somebody's little spot that they go to get away from stuff, and they be something huge. You know, I know that this is it doesn't happen a lot anymore. Like discoverers, you know, like people, I discovered this band, they're the next big thing, you know. But that could still happen to some people out there. I still feel like it could. Everybody's got that dream, right?
Yeah. I know plenty of A&R reps that just randomly go to fucking just rando fucking shows and just walk in.
One time in Florida, there was the guy from oh God, what was this? Sumerian. There was a dude from Sumerian there. We're not heavy enough by any means to be on anything like that, I would feel. And so like, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that he dug us, and even if he didn't, it was still really cool. I mean,
right. Exactly.
Just the fact that he was there, I was like, that's dope. I'm glad I found out after we played, because I would have probably have panicked on stage.
Oh yeah. Well, I think they make it a reason not to say anything till after the fact.
I'd have freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, CB, you're up, bro.
So, what's your greatest fan interaction?
Ooh, that's a good one. We've got a song. This one's kind of a blanket statement. I'm trying as I think of like the realest one. I'd say like my top one has to be like I guess I don't know if it really counts, but like my son came up on stage and like wanted to do Dead Boy with us. And he got up there and he saw the people and was like, just immediately regret. He was like, no, I don't want to do this. But I started singing it, a little bit with him, and like he got into it. And then like the rest of the time he was up there on the stage the whole time. Like we had to make sure Little Drew didn't take him out, because if you've ever seen any of our live stuff, Little Drew is insane on stage. He's hard to be around. He has ran me over, shoved his guitar in my back many times. I've stepped on him, but it's fair because I've stepped on him many times. But my son rocking out, it's fair. It's fair. My son rocking out with me is probably one of my greatest like fan experience, but I can't really count that because he's my son. But then again, it's cool because some people are like, that's just dad, whatever, but he was into it. He's into all of our live shows. Like every chance he gets, if we're playing at a place that I know that he'll be like pretty safe at, because we still play some rowdy places sometimes.
Right.
But we've got a song called No More Heroes that I wrote about my father, who passed away 6 years ago. And the one that sticks out the most to me is we got done playing it was one of the first times we had played it live. And I didn't even think about like, I had I keep his ashes. They're actually in a silver chain up under this. Aww. And his little music note. And that never comes off, Yeah. And we did the song out there. We did it at what was that? Blue Ridge, that before it became such a terrible taste in everyone's mouth. It was like the last good year of Blue Ridge. We got to play out there, and we did that song, and I came off stage, and we were somewhere near the merch booth or something, and this lady stopped me with her husband and was like, "This is," and like pulled out dog tags from like I think her grandfather. And I was like, that's a pretty wild story. I didn't expect, I think of people carrying their ashes and stuff like that. But for some reason I never thought of like dog tags and stuff like that. And that was I'd say that one sticks out really, really hard in my head. Then there was another one. I met this guy, Chuck, who's been such a great, just not even a fan, man. He's become so cool. He shares everything. He's so supportive. He's such a great dude. But he stopped me and my wife after Brewstock in North Carolina 2 years ago. I think he had never heard of us or nothing like that, and he told me just like that I've heard recently is like going to one of our shows is like a therapy session. He come up with like tears in his eyes and was like just going through all this stuff, and like he had me and my wife just like tearing up, and like because we all like just bonded. Like he had told me some stories, and I trauma bonded, he trauma bonded, my wife trauma bonded. Like it was really cool because like you could feel that he was genuine, like wow. And like the fact that he's carried this over to following and sharing and always like mentioning us on like Sirius XM groups. If somebody's like, what's a great band, he always tags us and stuff like that. Like that's cool to connect with somebody with something you've written, like something that I love it. Of course, that's why I perform it and stuff. I love this music, but to have someone like it resonate with people like that, that's always that's the two top ones I could really think of. 100%.
Fantastic. So on that, throughout all your years of being in a band, what is the most difficult lesson that you've had to learn about being in a band?
You're not always right. You're just like, I mean, I've learned that through life in general, but you think a thing with a band, depending on how many people are in there, you gotta pick and choose your battles with stuff. If something's going to be done one way, like if you think this is a good way to run the set, or if you think this is a good way to lay out the album or the artwork on it, or something, it's three other people beside yourself, and of course you're going to think your idea is the best way to go with it. I mean, that's why you thought about it, because it's the greatest idea. It's my idea, and you got to do what's best for the band and stuff. And I'd say another hard lesson this is for other bands really, is pay to play isn't always so bad. I know a lot of people shit on pay to play, and I get that. Pay to play is terrible. If you cannot guarantee that you're going to sell some tickets to the show, then don't try to get to a guarantee for 100 tickets that you're going to sell off, because you're going to be in the whole money. Unless you can sell the hell out some merch and that show is going to sell. But like I mentioned earlier, we've paid to be on some things, and some of them were really, really great, and some of them weren't. You live and learn on that one. But like if a tour package, like you think that these bands go on these tours and stuff because they're friends and stuff with these bands, sometimes that's not always the case. That's somebody's paying. Like if there's a huge band, and then all those bands up under them are probably paying some money to be there, and right. You just got to find out if it's worth it or not. Because like I said, I'll argue all day that it's definitely a shit show on pay to play. A lot of people are trying to screw you over 100%. So find somebody you can really trust that actually knows what they're doing, and that's hard to do, because anybody and everybody will message you and be like, I got something that'll help you out. I got a real good and you just got to if you want this to be some kind of successful thing, you have to decipher like business and pleasure. Like it is pleasure because you're having a great time playing music, but if you're trying to you got to make your money to get out there, at least get your gas money. Something like to get, because then you can worry about the exposure and all that, whatever. Play for exposure. But
I'm very anti pay to play.
I get it.
I've stated it a million times, and I'll state it again. I've actually had emails where people are like calling me names and like threatening me because I'm so anti pay to play.
Their butt hurt.
They just, I don't like it. It leaves.
I fully get it. There's people out there. We've had some great opportunities with it, like dead ass, like we really have, and it's gotten to the point now where I'm off of it 100%. Like at the moment, unless a huge chance came through and the price was right, but other than that, I'm looking to just if I got a DIY, but we're with this dude Nick, that he takes so good care of us. He really does, and that's another thing with pay to play. It's not even necessarily pay to play. Find people like management companies and stuff like that. Don't be sending these people money if they're not really, if a person hits you up on Facebook with 1,000 follows and they're like, hey, I'm gonna blow you up. Don't send them money. Don't do that. No. Don't do that. Be substantial, like that. Like you got to, because management companies are going to charge some money every now and then. And it depends on how good, what their size of shows they're trying to put you on, what other bands they're trying to put you with and stuff. Like the names, that's when the names matter and stuff. You got to worry about the bigger groups but I will say that it's 0.9, not a bad idea sometimes. But other than that, some people are trying to get your money 100%.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, and I hate it because I've seen it a million times. I've had some of my bands that I manage come to me and be like, hey, we were just offered, fucking this spot with this band, this said band for a tour. And I'm like, yeah, at what cost?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, only X amount of dollars. I'm like, what are you going to do? Pull a second mortgage on your house to pay for it?
No way.
What?
No way.
Have you lost your fucking mind?
You got to be able to, you better be good at selling your merch, because that's what's going to be your money on the road and stuff like that. That's all.
Yeah. No, if you're doing pay to play, maybe for a giant festival, something like
for
DWP,
sure,
I could see that being
100%. We'd definitely pay for that if given the chance.
If you're
I've asked them every podcast I'm on. Let me take my chance real quick. DWP, if you're out there, anybody watching, please hit us up. We've tried a million times. We'll pay. Our festivals are huge, man. We'll definitely pay that.
That's what I'm saying. That is worth it because you're getting maximum exposure.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to pay to play stuff like that.
So if you're paying some of these other bands that are national acts, but you're paying them, I've seen upwards of $35,000 to go on a tour, and I'm like,
no way.
Fucking mind.
You're crazy. If you if Flaw is coming through your town and you gotta sell 100 tickets, don't do it. I promise you. Flaw can take shade from that if they want, but don't do it. I've seen them. I've been out there. Don't do it. Don't take that deal. It just to be like a to give like a realistic view of it, you know, like if somebody's offering you stuff like that, that's not, you know, maybe sell 10 tickets, then that might be a good deal for you if you can afford that little. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
All right, Meg, you're up.
Who would be a dream collaboration for you?
Ooh, dream collaboration. No lie. I think one of the funnest, I think one of the greatest minds in like new metal and stuff like that, Fred Durst. I think like a lot of people think he's a huge douche, and he probably is. He probably would be a douche to me. But I think that when it comes to like writing songs and stuff like that, well, I don't know, because it's West too. I guess I'd have to say, just can I say Limp Bizkit in general? It's just because, but those two guys, I think, because like their minds were, and RIP to Sam Rivers, because he was a phenomenal underrated bassist in my eyes. That man could jam. But I would say that would be a hell of a song. I would let them do everything and just be like, what do you need me to do? Like, I think that, like, for Redefined, I think that would probably be like the one, or Seven Dust would be a really good one too.
Yeah,
I really enjoy them.
I can see that.
100%. Go back to Linkin Park with Chester, maybe.
Oh,
I think that would be a hell of a. I would, not saying I can sing like Chester by any means. I don't want anybody to come at me. I would want him there. I would want him there to do the vocal singing part. I'll just scream and rap and stuff. I'll do Shinoda's part or something.
those are good.
Fair enough. All right,
I'd say
CG.
those three.
All right. So if you had to offer advice to new bands, new members who want to start bands, what would that advice be, knowing all the knowledge of the music that you know in the music industry? What would you tell them as far as getting started?
You gotta trust people. Like that's difficult. Like especially with the past, like, well, depending on some people's past. Some people have great issues with people. Me, it's weird. You got to trust people. You got to go out there. You got to be willing. Okay, here it is. This would be it. You have to be willing to go out there and starve with those people that you're in that group with. Like, if it's 3 other people, if it's 2 other people, 1 other person, 9 other people, if you're in Slipknot, you have to be willing to go out there and be ready to just starve. Like, just, you got to be willing to go out there and play for nobody. You got to be willing to go out there and not make any money at first, and or even spend money if you have to, because you're going to end up in the, what is it, in the red? Is that when it's bad? It's in the red, because in the black is good.
Yeah.
But okay, so you're gonna this is something you're gonna go broke on. Like, you're gonna strive for it. I say this all the time. I feel like I've wasted so much of my life chasing this dream. That's why we named this album Still Dreaming, because we're all a bunch of older dudes and we're still out here chasing this. I've had friends give up on this, never pick up an instrument, never what up. Never pick up an instrument anymore. They don't sing anymore. They don't do this. They don't, and it's just like, I tried to stop, and I did. Like, I was in a band called A Mile at Sea. We broke up. I did like an acoustic thing where it was just me for a little while. It was like covers and stuff like that. And I never played like bars and all that. I just did like stuff at the house and like social media stuff. Yeah. And but like, I just never wanted to be in a group again, really, because like it wasn't always bad, but that wasn't always great with them, because like it was like 2 people financially taking care of the group. That's another thing. Everybody better pitch in with the new band question. Everybody needs to kick in. If you're kicking in $100, 3 other people, 2 other people, whoever else needs to kick in that same amount. It's like rent. If you're living with roommates, it's your share. Yes.
Yeah.
Kick it in. You got to be willing to do that with people, and it's sometimes hard, because somebody might be an amazing drummer, but they are a broke ass that never wants to throw in gas money or merch money or something. When it comes to record an EP, they're not throwing in. You can't have that. Even if they're the best drummer you've ever had, or heard of, or guitarist or anything, you got it. It's like, yeah, talent's good and all, but this costs money when you get out. If you want to tour and stuff like that, if you want to put out EPs that have good quality, it's not always expensive. Some people are really cheap and really great at what they do, but it's so few and far between. You're gonna have a lot of garbage sounding music if you trust this person for $50 a song or something, and So you need to go out there willing to starve and spend some money with some people. Like that would probably be my big thing. It's like, you got to do that.
Agreed. So if you had the chance to spend 24 hours with any musical icon, dead or alive, and learn every single thing they know about the music industry, who would you spend that day with?
I'm going with Michael Jackson, Neverland Ranch. Nah, just hanging out, riding
his monkey.
Yeah, exactly. Where's Bubbles?
Yeah.
I'd probably back in my younger years, probably Tommy Lee. But we wouldn't have got anything musically done. It would have just been partying. Let's see, man, Prince.
Oh,
That's
Prince.
a very popular answer on this show.
Really, man. He was one of the greatest. Like, he could pick up any instrument. If you name it, he'd done it. You know, like, he'd been everywhere, done everything twice.
right.
You know, like, I would say, 100%. His favorite color was purple, and that's my jam. So
Yeah,
I think Prince.
that actually might be the most popular answer on this show.
Yeah, I think
That's
is
awesome. And people have some great minds, because that, like, I don't trust this brain a lot, but I definitely on Prince. Yeah, I'll trust it. With music,
Hell yeah.
that man could do it.
All right, Meg, you're up.
So you had mentioned earlier about people like not wanting to do their music anymore once they get to a certain point. So one, do you ever have those feelings where like you just don't want to do it? And two, what helps you break through that and work on your music?
All the time. Like,
All the time.
they're like all the time. Like, I don't, like I said, it's everyone. It's not just me. So, like, the brain's weird. And especially getting older, and like you realize maybe your parents didn't have it together like you thought they did. And if they did, like, what am I doing wrong? So, like, stuff like that. So, like, I think about it often, not giving up necessarily, because I want to rock and roll till I die. You know, like, I want to, like, I was given a decent voice, and it's like one of the only few talents outside of like cooking that, like, I feel like I have. I just wish that it was like more, I guess, profitable, like, because like everybody wants to be in a band, everybody wants to do stuff like this. It's very washed out. I'm sure. I get it. And like, I know that I am not the greatest vocalist, and like, there's people better. And like I said, your brain gets to you, because like, you look at people, especially with social media, back to it again. You see all these other people, you see that little box of them doing phenomenal things, and you're like, why not me? You know? So
the
like,
thief of comparison.
yes. And I am terrible about it. I'm so bad. Like, I try not to be. I try to preach it to people. I'm like, don't worry about what they're doing. Do you? And that's what I tell myself a lot of the time. I have to literally like tell myself in my head, it's like, turn your phone off, quit looking at this, stop looking, you know, stop, because your brain's going to compare it and all that. And Berlin, that's dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2 a.m. over there.
That's awesome. That's dedication.
Yeah.
But we love King Ern. He comes in here quite a bit.
That's dope.
It's like 2-3 o'clock in the morning in Berlin, Germany.
Rocking out.
German.
So,
let's go.
Fucking shout out to King Ern for
big shout out. That's awesome. Berlin. That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you got to tell yourself just to keep on keeping on. 340. He's playing Arc Raiders. He's 100% playing Arc Raiders. He's probably killed me out there.
All right, CB, you're up, bro.
So what's something that surprised you the most to learn in the music industry?
That a lot of these people carry themselves like we're going back to the people you see and stuff, like the big names and stuff. Like, a lot of them carry themselves too much like a business. I feel like a lot of people out there have lost I feel like it's a job to them, and they don't enjoy it anymore. Like, right. And I could just be perceiving. I could just be, like, just thinking that's what I see, because I don't really know these people, to their, you don't know anybody, yourself, and that's not all the time, it's still figuring that out. And so, like, but just from from stuff like that. It's like it's vicious out there. Like we've been blessed with the people in our corner, with the management people we've dealt with in the past. Not all of them have been great, but like the group we have now that takes care of us is they're all they I've had people like this is just like an example. This doesn't really go to music. Somebody's speaking bad on us, on my wife, about something, and this person like messaged me about it. Like someone in our that has our backs and stuff like that, like messaged me about it and was like, yo, this is going on. And like I went to it immediately and addressed it, and it was taken care of within 5 minutes. And it's just like that kind of person, like that will talk about you good when you're not there. Like that will let you know what someone else has said and stuff like that. Like that's a friend. That's somebody that's gonna have your back. And that's the people that we have. Like we have over the years of being screwed over by people like these guys, the other guys in Redefind, through their years of music and stuff like that. They've learned how to spot snakes and stuff like that. And it just go to bed after the show. Go to bed after the show. After the show, go to bed after the show.
Yeah.
But it's you gotta like that's it. I'm blessed at where I'm at with these dudes. I've been blessed for the 6 years I've been with them because we know how to like I mean, like I said, we've made bad deals, of course, but like it hasn't been to the point of like killing my dream or any of the other guys' dreams or nothing like that. Like, but you see people out there that you thought were some kind of different, I guess, from when you saw them on social media and stuff, and like how they put out there, and then you get to meet them, like don't meet your heroes kind of deal, I guess, to an extent. But there's been some people that are my heroes that I've met that are awesome, that have been crazy cool, like people in bands that I was just like, wow, you're so like the bassist from El Nino and the drummer and all them. Those dudes were so cool. Like the original dudes, the what's the guitarist's name? Mark Rizzo. He was like they were just dope people. Like pulled us on their tour bus and showed us off and stuff like that. Like it was really cool. And so like big shout out for them. They were phenomenal. And the other people that we toured with were great too. THC and Head PE, we got along with all those camps very well. And but like other people I've seen out there, it's just it's like weird because you think that they're like friends, and it's just like, nah, we came together because this producer knew him, or we paid this guy's paid to drum for us right now, or this guy's paid to play guitar for us right now. And it's just like you piece your band together. It's like who wrote these songs? And it's like this one guy did, and it's like, so the rest of you just play this guy's music. He's like, yeah, and I'm like, cool. It's weird to me. If people do that, that's on them. That's cool. But like, it's always been something for me where like everybody in the band pulls their weight, like putting the song together. Like you can't just like now. Granted, there's people that come with full songs and stuff like that, and so like introducing riffs and stuff like that, and then you make it your own and stuff. But it seems it's really weird how fake it can be out there. That's the one thing I that surprised me a lot going out into music, is like, dang, I thought y'all were all like best friends and you don't even live in the same state. That's weird to me. I live 40. The farthest guy from me in the band is like 45 minutes. Like nice. We hang out on the weekends, like that's
a luxury though. That's really nice. Really
yes, 100%. I'm lucky for that, because like I said, you do like I understand some of these bigger bands we've toured with, they have to pay the people to be there because they still got to carry out and do shows and stuff like that. That's understandable. But like some of these other groups that aren't just as like, I guess just as big, it's just surprising. I'm like, y'all aren't friends. I mean, I guess y'all are friends because y'all like, or like I look at what they tour in, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, this is what you tour in. Where do you sleep? Like, wow. Oh, you have money for hotel rooms? What? Hotel rooms when you're touring? That's crazy. That's awesome. Good for them.
Yeah, that's absolutely nuts to me. Like, and I've seen it too. Like, I've been there and I'm like talking to some of these even like smaller bands that are like regional, and they're like in 5 different states, and I'm like,
yeah,
wow,
how the fuck do you practice?
Yeah. There's
we just practice on our own, and then we'll get together like 3 days before we leave out on tour, and then we rehearse all day long for 2-3 days straight, and then we go out. And I'm just like, ooh, that's brutal.
That's wild. I mean, that's kudos to them, but I love my boys, you know, like I gotta see them once a week at least, you know, like we practice once a week. Like they get together twice a week, but I'm working. So like Sundays is our day. Like we go there for like 2-3 hours, knock out songs, you know, whatever we're playing the set for. And yeah, that's always odd to me. Cool for them to do, and it's cool for them to have the money to fly from wherever to practice and stuff, but I ain't got it like that, bud.
I'd rather live in the same area.
I'm jealous, you know, I guess, you know.
I'd rather live in the same area to where you have that like brotherhood and you have that relationship. Like
100%.
You know, when you can sit there and it doesn't have to always be about the band, just going over there to fucking sit back and drink a beer and watch fucking football and still have that bonding process.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's a big, major, important part of the whole thing.
I was floored when I found out that Matchbox 20 was a band before Rob Thomas, and like he was just pulled in, and that's what made him famous. Like Matchbox 20 was a band. They dropped their singer for Rob Thomas or something, or Rob Thomas left his band for them, and like they were a producer, like engineered by a producer somewhere in a studio, and like went astronomical. I was floored by that. I was like, what? I thought they were like best friends, you know, like.
I've heard of bands that hate each other, but
Slipknot during Iowa, man. That was when they put out their best music. They hated each other.
I didn't even discover Slipknot until Iowa.
Really?
Yeah.
I was big on their self-titled. I was a fan immediately, and then Iowa just blew me away. And then they've just progressively just gotten worse.
I didn't see them until they were on the Jägermeister music tour with Killswitch Engage and Shadows Fall.
Oh yeah.
And I was a big Shadows Fall fan.
The Dreads of Doom.
Yeah, and I didn't know who Killswitch was, so I was like, well, I'm going to go.
Is that back when they had Jesse?
Yeah. Oh, no.
So they had Howard then?
Yeah, Howard was
still good. Still good.
I think he was brand new.
Both are phenomenal vocalists. Both are phenomenal.
So I went and seen them, and I had no idea who the hell Slipknot was, and I wasn't really paying attention. And some of my friends were wanting to go ahead and leave, and this big dude was like, "No, you have to stay. You have to see this band. Trust me. Just please stay and watch them."
9 dudes.
Like, I don't know who the fuck this is, and literally they came out, and the first song they did was Heretic Anthem.
Yes.
And fucking this is obviously much younger, and Corey's out there like climbing up on the rafters and getting on top of tables and grabbing people by their hair and screaming at them. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Amazing.
And I got hooked, and then they're like, you haven't heard of Slipknot? I'm like, oh, God, I feel terrible.
Been out of the loop with it. That's awesome, though. At least you got to see them and stuff. Like, you know them now.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them a couple of times at this point.
Awesome. That's an awesome introduction to them, to see them live.
Oh, it was. Especially that early. It was
blessed on that.
So on that, if you could put together a tour and you could choose any 3 bands to go on tour with you, who would you take on that tour with you?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think that would I like when we stick in the realm of us, like meshing with us and stuff, because like I like to do like multi-genre shows like locally and stuff, but like on a tour package they don't always work. But if I could go out on tour, it would definitely be like if I didn't say Korn, Dustin would choke me. So definitely that. I think I would honestly go back to like Family Values 98, man. It'd be like Limp Bizkit, Korn, and like Ice Cube or something, you know, like just like something wild. Like we'd have to throw a rapper in there that kept it hardcore like that. And if we want to go left field, man, ICP would be a phenomenal like tour.
Yeah,
that would be phenomenal. Like we got to play the Gathering of the Juggalos, and it is just debauchery from the moment you pull on the campgrounds, bro. Like it is insanity. And go ahead.
We've interviewed a bunch of bands.
Yeah.
That played the Gathering of Juggalos. And I love to ask this, and I have to throw this out as a bonus question. What is the craziest goddamn thing that you've seen while you're there? I mean, the most fucked up thing.
I hit a guy with our mirror driving into the grounds, Like they had a guy on a one wheel, like directing us through all these people. Cause we got there, the day after. I think it had already been going on for a day or two. And so we had to drive Bubbles, our big van. That's funny. Bubbles the monkey and Bubbles our van. I didn't even, I never put that together till just now. And so we're driving down here and, there was a guy just gone. You're just gone. And I mean, we're there at like 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning.
Oh, he's still left over from the night.
Oh, he was zombied. And he got a little like 2 mile an hour push off to the side with my mirror by accident. So that was crazy. But I think honestly, the crazy thing is just like how much freedom people take there. It's the first time. It's the first time I've ever played music to topless women. And so it's really weird as just like to talk to someone as like, because like as men, as people in general, we're sexualized, in every kind of way. And so like to have someone sitting there with something that a man loves, breasts just out, and it's just like, and her man's right there just chilling with her, and it's just like, I remember me and my bassist were just like locked in eye contact the whole time, just because like it was so uncomfortable. Like I was just like, I don't know, like this is crazy to me. Like you're so free. I could never. There was a guy there wearing a Crown Royal bag, and that was it. Yes. If you can imagine, he had everything in there and pulled it tight and tied it up, and that's what he was wearing. Luckily, he did not come to our table because that I would have been uncomfortable with that. Like it was just like it was a lot of it was. I would say there was probably 2 naked people in front of us while playing, and then one at the merch booth that came to talk to us afterwards. And it's just like I said, it's just not it's not every day that you talk to someone that way. And so I was just like, this is crazy to me. Like this is your life. Like what do you do outside of here? Like do you like
cut in suits, sweat clothes?
Yeah. Like they're an executive in it was wild.
A dentist.
A dentist or a doctor, and it's just like, but not there. There's people shooting firecrackers out of their butt and stuff. It's
we've heard.
I didn't. They tell you your first time there, you got to spin the wheel, and I was like, no way, not happening.
No, I won't even go. Like I'm terrified of going.
The only way I would ever go is playing. My wife wants to go and spend the weekend there, and I am terrified of that.
You can ask Meg. Like Meg's been with me to a festival, and for some reason, weird shit just constantly happens to me, no matter where
chaos
I go.
I feel that.
I literally, it's all around. I get the fucking craziest people that come up to me and shit goes down. Like I had a girl stripping in front of me and fucking putting water all over herself and trying to kiss me at fucking Welcome to Rockville. I didn't even know this chick.
Of course.
And I'm just like super uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
I'm like,
very.
Meg, and she can't hear me because we're watching Whitechapel at the time. So she couldn't hear a damn thing. And luckily this mother who had her kids are sitting there like staring at this chick fucking out, like putting on a damn strip show, trying to like basically hump me. Yes. And finally she grabbed her by the hair and was like, fuck off. And got her to go away. And I was like, thank you.
Yeah. That's terrifying. I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. I would probably end up stiff arming somebody or something.
That's I'm like, if I go to Gathering of Juggalos, no.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's debauchery when you go in the door. Like it's just tables full of dildos. I mean, just like wild.
Nope. All right, Meg, you're up.
Okay. If you could steal one thing from a famous musician's gear collection, what would it be?
Ooh. From their gear collection. Jonathan Davis's mic stand.
Yeah, yes.
100%. Just the way, like, it's so cool. Like, he's had a bunch of them that he's made different and stuff like that. But I mean, I would have to, one of them. I don't know which one I'd get, but it'd definitely be one of them 100%.
Yes.
He's had the coolest ones. Or Zach Wild's guitar. just because it's Zach Wild with the chain on it and stuff.
Dude, that dude's got so many goddamn fucking different.
He wouldn't miss it. He wouldn't miss it at all.
His guitars are amazing.
Yeah, just like Jonathan Davis wouldn't miss the mic stand probably, but and it's crazy because I don't use a mic stand. I can't have one on stage. I'll stumble over it. But like if I had to choose one, it'd be that one. But it'd have to be gold.
So before we get into y'all's music video, which y'all know at the end of every show, we show one of their music videos, which we're going to get into talking about that a little bit. CB, you get the last question before we go into talking to him about this video.
So along the lines of stealing equipment, have you ever done a prank on another band? You don't have to say the name of the band, but have you done a prank to another band?
Have we ever pranked another band? We've kind of been pranked. I think of the closest thing is we were on stage at Tribbles at this place that's local around here, and we had like the guitar pedal on the floor, and one of the guitarists from one of our friend bands, Black River Rebels, is a guitarist from over there. In the middle of one of our songs, just starts taking the wah and just going crazy with it, like during one of our songs, and it just sounded, But I mean, we kept it going, but it was just like it threw me off for a second because I didn't see what was going on, and I looked down and saw that, and I'm trying to think if we've done anything to anybody because like we usually don't. I remember being down in Florida and it was so hot because it was like July and we were down there for like a couple weekender, and I finally got into the bar or venue / bar and they had air conditioning and I was asleep on a couch, and the bassist from the band that we were friend bands with from down there was about to do something, and my guitarist and drummer were like, we don't do that. We don't let the man sleep, because I do a lot of the driving. And I'm trying to think if there's ever been any pranks. We had one of our roadies go into, or I say roadie, but he's one of our good friends, but he just was there at the time. This is also in that Florida show. He went into an Ingles, and apparently the toilet was covered in some kind of baby oil or something.
No.
And he slipped right off of it.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. And he came back hot, real hot. That was a fun one. Because like he's already got a lot of anger in him as it is, and he let it all out. He was like, Jacksonville can burn and flood. Oh man, he was so mad. It was great. I mean, we didn't do that to him, but whoever got him good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that stick out of my head. I'm trying to think of like if we prank. I don't think we have. I think that we've kept it pretty good with everybody. We did play a game with Head PE. They were really big into football. You play on the tabletop, where it's like goes over the edge and stuff like that. And there's a whole video that never got released of us versus them, and it was me versus their bassist Kurt. And we played a game of this. We had like halftime interview with the players and the teams and stuff, and like that was just a fun experience in general. I wouldn't call it a prank or anything, but we sat there and played football, and Kurt beat me at the end, but I was so close to beating him, and I was going to be the first person to beat him. Like it was that, and then like they didn't know, and then like 2 or 3 days later on the tour, I'd found some, or I went and bought some gold spray paint, and I found this really big like Arizona tea bottle cap, and like I spray painted it gold, and I was like, here you go, and I gave him the championship TFL, and like that was the cool bonding experience.
Okay.
That's cool. So on that, we have your video for Outcast.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to tell us a little bit what the song was about and what the filming process was like?
For sure. It was just about, hey, let's go, bam, boom. I'm glad you enjoy it. And Outcast, just in the name in general, man, like it's just in our families, in life in general. Like we've met people through social media, through friendships, through over the years and stuff that we've bonded with through workplaces, just like we've made friends for lives. And like that little circle that you have is not the general population when you think about it. The general population is wild when you look at it, especially with social media and all these news outlets and things. Just it's crazy out there. And you realize that you're not the majority when it comes to like the way of life, the way of thinking and stuff like that. You're in a real small minority. You're an outcast. You're like, You don't fit in with the regular group, even though you feel like, you know, you should. But I mean, like, there's people down here that will never understand these huge holes in my ears or the tattoos on my neck and stuff. And that's wild to me because it feels like there's people I work with that are older women that they don't know me any other way, you know, like, and there's people that have came through there that were just like, I didn't expect you to be like this, you know. And it's just like, yeah, you gotta see what I am for what I am. It's not just what I look like. And I have to tell myself that with people, you know. I do it to this day. You snap judgments
Book by its cover
all day. It's as cliche as it is. It's real, and there's a reason it's a saying. And so it's just a song about just not fitting in. It's for the people that don't fit in. I guess your anthem for, you know, people like me, people like us that aren't necessarily seen as the right way. I guess that would be for sure.
I got you. So on that, everybody that's watching, here is the music video from Redefind Outcast. Please make sure to go follow Redefind on all of their social media accounts. Hit that fucking follow button. If they're playing at a show, don't be a pussy. Just, it's like $10-15 for these shows. Just fucking go.
Do it.
Have a good time. Buy some merch. It's not $70 a fucking t-shirt.
It is not.
Some of these other bands are.
Not at all.
And I promise you, you're going to find local and regional bands that are just as good, if not better, than these big bands that you see out there touring.
100%.
So let's get together. Let's support them. Let's do the thing. On that, here's Outcast. We love you guys. We'll see you again maybe Friday. Maybe.
Yep.
We're trying to get a really special Friday episode. If not, we'll see you next Monday.
Pretty sure we are.
All right. Fantastic.
Oh.
On that, here's Redefine. Love you guys.
How do I begin? Tell me all the things I need to finally